A growth mindset motivational video. Helen Hayes said, "The expert at anything was once a beginner." Do you have a growth mindset? If you do, then you understand there is always an opportunity to expand that growth mindset even more. The following are 7 things that will help you build upon your growth mindset and motivate you to continue doing bigger and better awesome things with your life. Number 1. Explore your level of growth mindset. Carol Dweck, growth mindset pioneer and author of the book Mindset, said, "Individuals who believe their talents can be developed through hard work, good strategies, and input from others have a growth mindset. They tend to achieve more than those with a more fixed mindset. Those who believe their talents are innate gifts." As we like to say here at Advance Dynamix, most just coast, we strive to thrive. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your current level of growth mindset? Mainstream Melvin operates in the area of growth mindset level 1. Motivated Max operates at growth mindset level 10. It's okay if you aren't happy with where your current level is. You have the ability to change that. You can do so by incorporating all of the growth traits in this video into your life on a daily basis. Henry Ford said, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right." Your level of growth mindset is totally up to you. Our mind can try to trick us into believing the excuses it conjures up. Don't fall for this. Most people do fall for it and subsequently don't accomplish the heights they are capable of. But you won't, because you will be watching and ready for it when it happens. You are the captain of your journey. Get out there and make shit happen. Number 2. Don't worry about what others are doing. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." While it is a good idea to take notes from what is proven to be successful and emulate that process so you aren't totally reinventing the wheel, that is where your comparison process should come to a stop. Copying what someone else has already done verbatim is a form of theft, and it is unoriginal too. No one likes a thief, and no one likes the same old boring thing they have already experienced. You have your own unique set of skills, talents, and experiences that make you awesome in your own way. For instance, do you prefer pizza from Domino's, Pizza Hut, or from the mom and pop pizza shop? They are all pizza, but that is where the similarity stops. None are even close to being similar to the others. It's also easy to get caught up in comparing ourselves to others. If you do this, stop. You are wasting your time. When we compare ourselves to others, it is easy to feel like we don't measure up. It can lead to questioning our own self-worth and the choices we've made in life. Nothing good can come from any of that. E. Cummings said, "To be nobody but yourself in a world which is doing its best, night and day, to make you everybody else means to fight the hardest battle which any human being can fight, and never stop fighting." You have creativity in you that is totally different than what anyone has experienced. Don't waste your time focusing on what others are doing. Focus on bringing your awesomeness to the world. Both you and those who love what you create will be glad you did. Number 3. What you put in is what you get out. Thomas Jefferson said, "If you want something you have never had, you must be willing to do something you have never done." If you spend 40 hours a week at work and the rest of your time watching television and working around the house, the most you will ever get is the paycheck you have become accustomed to. In order to get more out of life, you must do more. You must do things that you haven't been doing up until now. Many who come to this realization decide they somehow automatically just know what they need to be doing differently, and they end up failing because their guesses were way off base. Did you just automatically know everything that is associated with doing your job when you first began doing it? Of course you didn't. You had to learn. Creating your dream income is no different. Learn from those who have successfully done what you want to accomplish. Don't get stuck in the learning phase though. Massive action is required. You can learn about how the ball moves all you want, but you've got to move it at some point, or else it's just going to sit there, motionless. Earl Nightingale said, "Never give up on a dream just because of the time it will take to accomplish it. The time will pass anyway." Have you ever heard someone say, "I don't have time for that"? Perhaps you have said it yourself. It's one of the most popular excuses known to man. It all boils down to what your priorities are. Did you have time to watch that football game? Did you have time to go out to dinner? You have to be honest with yourself. If you avoid creating a new life for yourself simply because of the time involved, your priorities may need examination. Number 4. Feed off the negativity of the naysayers. Steve Maraboli said, "Don't think that just because you made it to the next level that the haters and naysayers disappear. Remember, new levels bring new devils. As they say, haters gonna hate. There are negative Neds everywhere. And as you begin creating something really cool, those negative Neds seem to come from everywhere. The key is to be mentally prepared for them and just ignore their negativity. Some may even be your friends and family members. Prove them wrong. Use their negativity to be a catalyst to your success.
You are watching Advance Dynamix, the success channel for those with a winner's mindset. Most just coast. We strive to thrive. Hello, winners. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and turning on notifications. And if you get something out of this, please hit like and leave a comment. Today's sponsor is Bob Proctor and his world-renowned prosperity program, 6 Minutes to Success. The link is in the description. Without further ado, let's get back to today's video.
Calvin Coolidge said, "I have found it advisable not to give too much heed to what people say when I am trying to accomplish something of consequence. Invariably, they proclaim it can't be done, for whatever reasons they may have deep down inside of them. Some people just love to complain and spew negativity. Don't let yourself get bogged down by their misgivings. After all, they haven't even tried to accomplish anything, even remotely close to what you are building. Maybe they'll learn about Advance Dynamix someday. But in the meantime, you do you." Number 5. Don't take yourself too seriously. Theodore Roosevelt said, "If you could kick the person in the pants responsible for most of your trouble, you would sit for a month." Of course, there are times where professionalism and a businesslike demeanor are necessary. But with that being said, it is also important to understand the necessity of relaxing and having fun too. Only scarecrows are supposed to be held upright by that stick. And, unless you spend your entire day standing in the garden to scare the crows away, you don't need that stick. Paul Prudhomme said, "I don't think life is to be taken too seriously. Take it too seriously, and it'll get ya." Some people get really hung up on who they think they are and how much weight they give whatever station they have reached in life. Those people miss out on a lot of fun and enjoyment in life that the rest of us get to experience. Have you ever read tweets from Elon Musk? He totally gets this concept. He is the richest man in the world. Elon has accomplished more than most, and yet he lets his inner 12-year-old out for chuckles and having fun every chance he gets. For instance, he added a fart machine to the software package of the Tesla vehicles. Perhaps that is viewed as an unprofessional stunt by some of those who would be better served by standing in their garden. But to the rest of us, who like to have fun as we go through life, we all got a good laugh out of it. Don't take life too seriously. None of us are getting out alive. Number 6. Dream. Dream big. Vic Johnson, author of Goal Setting Obstacles, said, "Big dreams drive us to do things we'd never do for lesser dreams. In many ways, they almost pull us through the obstacles we're likely to have on the way to reaching them." The first time I read The Magic of Thinking Big by Dr. David J. Schwartz, it changed the way I think forever. And I have reread it many times since then, and every time, it continues to bolster my thought process. Remember those negative Neds we spoke about earlier? Plenty of them have called me a Pollyanna. But you know what? I'm doing cool things because of my big dreams, and they are still flopping around like a fish in an oil spill. Walt Disney said, "All of our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them." Do you think Walt Disney knew all of his life what would be accomplished from his vision? Absolutely not. What about Sam Walton, Henry Ford, Thomas Edison? No, of course not. None of them. Begin dreaming your big dream, and then begin building your big dream. The world is your oyster. Dream it and create it. Number 7. Seek out like-minded individuals to spend your time with. Jim Rohn said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." In the age of technology, we are more connected than ever before. However, this can lead to a sense of isolation and loneliness. If you are not careful, it is important to find people that share your interests and passions so you can feel connected. The most important thing to remember is that you don't need to do everything on your own. You can find people who have similar interests and passions as you do and can help you achieve your goals. The opportunity to find like-minded individuals is not limited to just your city or country. We are now connected globally and can find like-minded people from all over the world on a variety of platforms. One of the most popular websites for meeting people with similar interests is meetup.com. This website has a huge database of groups in every possible interest category, so it is easy to find one that you are interested in joining. Some other platforms include Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, Instagram communities, and Reddit subreddits. A much lesser known, but perfect for entrepreneurs platform is the Fastlane Forum. The Fastlane Forum was built and is moderated by MJ DeMarco, author of The Millionaire Fastlane. Many other highly accomplished entrepreneurs also have created really cool online forums for like-minded individuals. Do a bit of searching on Google, and you are sure to find a group of people who are all interested in exactly what interests you too. An old English proverb says, "Birds of a feather flock together." If you want to be a soaring eagle, Don't hang out with buzzards. We hope you have enjoyed this episode, and we will see you on the next one. Strive to thrive, winners.
If you got something out of today's video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Click the Show More link on this video to check out our sponsor Bob Proctor and his world-renowned prosperity program, 6 Minutes to Success. You'll also find the link to get your Attitude Winners gear, including wall art, luggage covers, hoodies, and t-shirts at AdvanceDynamix.com. Strive to thrive, winners.